What's up, you guys? What's really good? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacey Apodaca. If you've never been here before, but if you have, hi girl! I feel like I haven't vlogged in forever porque ya estaba bien acostumbrada a estar vlogueando todos los días. Todos los días me tenían como burro trabajando. I know by the title of this, you guys are like, Stacey, ¿qué pedo? O sea, you haven't told us anything. Like, why are you acting like this is not a big deal? Let me just start off by saying it is a big deal. I'm so grateful to God. I cannot even believe that this is the place where we're at right now, and you're gonna get all of your questions answered. For now, let's start off by saying that we are gonna be moving into the house. Not yet. I remember telling you guys during Vlogmas, like, oh my God, ando bien estresada, tengo muchas cosas que hacer, and I couldn't even share what was happening just because I wanted it to settle in first, and I wanted us to enjoy the news and everything before we shared it. We're actually on our way to the house right now, you guys. I have to take some flooring to the guy that's putting in the floor. The house kind of had like different kinds of flooring. Basically, the previous owner who lived in this house, they kind of had like carpet in the rooms, but then they had like tile in the living room and then another type of tile in the kitchen. So, como dijo mi papá, o sea, estaba de chile, tomate y cebolla. Había de todos sabores, de todos colores. I don't really have a lot of pictures of the before because it happened so fast. I'm so excited to show you guys the now, which is what matters. That's the floor right there. Oh my God, you guys, I have so much to tell you. We got a fridge. We got a really good price on it. I just have a lot to share and a lot of tips. I don't know that I'm gonna show you guys like everything because ahí están los muchachos que están trabajando y me da pena. O sea, me da pena to be like, oh my God, look at the house. I'll show you guys what I can, and then yeah, after I leave, I actually have to go to Home Depot to buy a new mirror for the restroom because we're putting a new mirror in the restroom. But yes, I can't believe this is my life and I'm so grateful. So vámonos a la casita para que la vean. I actually caught the guys on their lunch break, gracias a Dios, porque I would have been so embarrassed if I had to vlog in front of them. So it's gonna be you guys' first time looking at the house. I promise that once we're closer to being done and everything looks a lot prettier, I will give you guys a full house tour where you could see everything. Pero ahorita como está, hay un cochinero, there's things everywhere, and I don't really want to show it looking ugly. I'm not going to show you guys everything, but I'll show you guys what we have of it so far. This is the front door, so you come in through here, and then this is the living room. Now, this is new flooring. The flooring before that used to look like this. The guys have some stuff on the floor, like some paint. So as you guys could tell, the house is white. When this house was first looked at, it was not this color, and it literally looks so ugly. And I can tell you guys, I don't know if you guys are thinking about buying a house or if you're in the process, giving it a paint job and adding new floors will literally give it a facelift. Cuando primeramente entramos a esta casa, we were like, I don't know, man, like it's not looking really pretty, but somebody has to put the love into it. Just with painting it and adding new floors, the house looks completely different and it looks a lot prettier. These are the floors that we bought. So it's called Tropical Flooring, Luxury Laminate Flooring. I thought that we were gonna have to buy the flooring at Costco. I figured that would be like the most affordable and we could buy extra, and if we didn't need it, like we could return it and stuff. Pero, okay, look, listen to this. I don't know how many of you guys are thinking about flooring your home, but we actually ended up finding a warehouse that kind of does like clearance on their floors. At Costco, I think it was like $3 per square foot. At this warehouse, we ended up getting clearance floor, and all that means is nothing. Like, it really doesn't mean anything. It just means it's cheaper, and like, if there's a color that you like, which this was the color that we liked, you can get it. We ended up paying $1.50 per square foot. We ended up saving a lot of money on that, gracias a Dios, because otherwise we would have been like a lot of money out. Come over here. So here's a pasillo, as you guys could tell. Here is another room. Sorry if it's a little bit echoey in here. It's because, let me turn on the light. It's because there's nothing in here. The biggest room is the primary room in the front. The other two rooms are a little bit smaller than the rest of them. Of course, Danny and I are gonna be sleeping in the biggest room because it's gonna be ours. This opportunity came into our laps, and of course, we don't need 3 rooms for us, pero por el precio de la casa, it just made sense to get it. Hopefully someday soon we will be growing our family. It made sense to get this house and grow into the house. I don't believe this will be our forever home. Really, I don't think so. But it is a good starter home for us, so we're really, really excited. Here we have el comedor. This, I was just standing right there. This is kind of like a free area. I kind of feel like the comedor quedó bien grande, and I almost wish like the living room, like if everything was kind of scooted this way, para que la sala hubiera quedado más grande and like the comedor a little bit smaller. But it's okay, it's what we're dealing with. So we were thinking that we can maybe put like a little bar area there where we have like our bottles, so when people come over we can like serve them drinks and it could be like schmancy, you know. I want to wait to show you guys the kitchen until it's completely done, because ahorita they have a big mess in here, so we're not gonna show you guys that yet. But what I can show you is the fridge. Woo-hoo-hoo. You guys know I love a good deal, and that does not stop with clothes and purses. I love a good deal when it comes to appliances, when it comes to anything, girl. Like if I can get a good deal, I'm gonna get a good deal. The guy that's working in the house, he was like, I need you guys to get the stove already, because based on the stove is where I'm gonna put like the countertop. So we're like, okay. So we ended up going to Lowe's thinking that we were just gonna get a stove. And then we saw this beauty of a fridge. Guys, let me tell you something. We were not planning to spend a lot of money on a fridge. We weren't even planning to spend a lot of money on a stove. But when we saw this baby, we were like, oh my God, are you serious? This is an LG fridge. So it has the French doors on top, meaning it opens like this on both sides. It's not on just yet, right? The freezer's down here, and it has like the dual compartments, so it looks so good. And you would think to yourself, okay, este refrigerador a huevo vale $4,000, because that's what I thought. Like I was over here looking at like the little fridges. Let's stay small, right? But then you guys, and this is a hot tip, when I used to work at Best Buy, there's always these things called open box items, which means somebody bought the item, they returned it, and because the item has been open and it went to somebody's house, they now have to give it to you for a lower price. When I used to work at Best Buy, I used to have people come in and ask me about that, so I learned. Okay, I didn't know Lowe's did that, but they do. And this fridge was an open box item. Something that they have to make sure of before they put it back on the floor is that the item works completely fine. So the only reason why you're getting a discount on it is because it had already gone to somebody's house and that person returned it. This fridge was originally $3,299. Guess how much we pay? Ready? 1, 2, $1,650. I know you guys might be thinking, that's over the budget, girl. Yes, it was a little bit over budget. It was actually $650 over budget, but when we talked about it, Danny and I were like, you know what? We can have this fridge for a really, really, really long time, and it's a really nice fridge, and it's gonna get us out of a lot of trouble, because why would we spend $1,000 for like a small fridge that we're eventually gonna like grow out of, when we could just invest the $1,650 right now and get a really great deal for a really great fridge. That's why we decided to go with it. Please, you guys, I please beg of you, que si van a comprar appliances, van a comprar computadora, van a comprar cosas grandes, always go check the open box section at Best Buy, at Lowe's now. I don't know if Home Depot has one, but that's like a really great way in which you can get a deal, because entre pagar $3,200 y pagar $1,600, of course I want to pay 50% off. That's like our little home tour for now. Once everything is done, I am going to show it to you guys. I know you guys probably have a lot of questions. We're actually not moving in for a little bit because we have to wait until the guys are done with everything. But I wanted to start telling you guys about this, porque when it was Vlogmas, sentía que no les podía decir, because I was like, oh my God, like we're just not ready yet. And I didn't want the house to look ugly and to look not ready. So nos queremos esperar tan siquiera a que el piso ya estuviera puesto y las paredes ya estuvieran pintadas, because I was like, okay, once the walls are painted, once the floor's on, it's gonna look a lot better. Of course, it's a huge accomplishment and we're so excited. We're gonna be in this house for a while, so it's a marathon, not a sprint. We have already spent a lot of money in the upgrades that we've been doing, so we don't wanna like run our pockets completely dry. For now, lo que quiero ir a hacer is I wanna go buy a mirror for this section right here, because obviamente pues eso ya no está ahí. Y lo que dijo el señor que vamos a hacer es que vamos a bloquear ahí y vamos a poner un espejo grande. So, vámonos a Home Depot. Okay guys, guys, we just got home, so here's what I ended up getting. I ended up getting a 30-inch medicine cabinet. I got a new shower head, a new faucet for the sink. A lot of things we're gonna try and switch, but like I said earlier, I think it's best if we take it like little by little, and instead of getting like a whole new sink, we're just getting like new faucets and stuff to try and like build slowly but surely, you know, porque si no, pues es un pinche gastadero de dinero. We're gonna eat right now, and then after we can sit and talk and tell you guys all about the house. Oh my god. Okay, so if you guys are wondering why I'm still in my car, we had actually gone home, but I came to meet up with Rosalinda for some coffee and girl time because I haven't seen her in forever. But anyway, you guys, I figured that while I wait for her, while she's at the grocery store, we would have this time to kind of chat it up about this big life update. So here on my charm bracelet is a little house that I actually got when we got the house. The house did need some renovations, and we didn't want to show the house while it wasn't what we wanted it to be. The house market is crazy, you guys. It took us so long to find something that we could afford, something that we liked, something that wasn't like completely trash or that wasn't like move-in ready. Because look, I can make a whole video about this if you guys are interested in it, but the houses that are like ready for you to move into, la gente está loca, please. Loca, loca, loca. There was a point where somebody literally bid $75,000 over asking on a house that wasn't even move-in ready. Like, that's how crazy the market was for us. We had been house shopping for even longer than when we got our house. The whole house hunting process came with a lot of ups. It came with way more downs, because every time we would submit an offer, they would send it back and they would be like, oh, let's say the house there, let's say we were going for a house that was like 500,000 and we found one and we kind of liked it. First of all, open houses were crazy. There was so many people there, it was insane. And then if we did send in an offer, let's say we sent in an offer because the real estate agent would be like, oh, you guys want to send in an offer like $10,000 over asking to try and be like competitive, right? So the house was listed at 500, then we would send in 510, let's say, to be competitive, and then they would come back to us and be like, by the way, your offer was the lowest, the offer started at like 575. What? Like, it was crazy like that. If you recently bought a house or you're thinking about it, all I can recommend is that you truly seek up and soak up all the knowledge that you can. You guys, literally all of my YouTube recommendations are literally nothing but house videos. You can learn so much here on YouTube, so much more than I can ever tell you. But if I can tell you one thing, is if I thought we were prepared, I wish I would have continued to do my research. Like, even now, like, this was the first house. The goal is to grow the wealth for our family and our future generations, like we wish our parents would have done for us. The house buying process was fun, and it was something that was very stressful, but something that we had never done before. So it was really nice to be able to see and experience that, and being able to live in our own home is something that's like a dream come true, you guys. I can't even believe it. Like, I'm from Mexico, and no one in my family, in my direct family at least, has a house here in the United States. It makes me feel good to know that we're breaking generational curses and that we're gonna have something to leave to our children when we're no longer here. And it makes me even happier to think that our children are not gonna have to start from freaking zero like we did. That's what makes me more emotional than anything. I love my parents and I know they try their best, but it was tough. It was tough, and now I'm happy to say, and I'm happy to know that my kids are gonna be able to start from a little bit more than what Danny and I had. I know you guys probably have a lot of questions, and please leave them down below. We are going to be answering all of them. So right off the get-go, some of the questions I have gotten continuously was, are you guys going to stay where you're living right now, or are you guys going to move out? So based on this video, you guys are going to be able to tell that Danny and I are going to be moving out on our own. The reason for that is the original plan was for us to stay where I'm living right now, and he was just going to move in with us. But as you guys can imagine, when we got this opportunity and when we decided to make this move into that direction, we decided that we were going to move out. El casado casa quiere. So for the first time ever, I'm going to live with a partner, and I'm so excited. Which, by the way, you guys, I am going to be moving in with him before we're married, because our wedding is not going to be for a little bit. So it's kind of funny, because I always tell you guys to not move in with your significant other unless you're married. Pero en este caso, I have to tell you guys, I am engaged and we already have a date. We're gonna be moving in together. I'm so excited to start my life with Denny, and I'm so excited to live with him and to have a place of our own and to see him come home to me every day and to wake up with each other every day. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be a beautiful time and I'm so excited. Like I said earlier in this video, the house does need some work, so it's gonna be lento pero seguro porque ya saben que ahorita estamos planeando boda y aparte pues la casa acaba de ser comprada, and then we need to buy furniture because that's another thing. None of the furniture that I have with Amy I'm gonna be keeping, so I made a decision of her to keep the couch, the TV in the living room, el comedor, all those things. The only thing I am taking are like my air fryer. I'm taking my air fryer. I'm taking like a NutriBullet that I hadn't opened. I'm taking my coffee machine. I'm taking my home decorations because those are like my taste and I decorated the house to my taste. So I do want to pass that along to our house now. Anything that we bought together when we first moved out together, like the comedor, the couch my dad gave to us, the TV my dad gave to us, I didn't even want to say like, oh, what should we do? Because I figured it would be better for Denny and I to just start like most couples do, which is with just like a bed. I'm going to be bringing my drawers, like where I have my clothes, and like the stand where I have my purse, but other than that, the house is gonna be looking empty for a little bit. Ni cazuelas tengo, plebes, ni platos, o sea, it's all starting from scratch, but it is an exciting time and I'm grateful to God because we're starting a family together and we're starting a home together, and it's gonna be a place where we have a lot of memories and hopefully a place where we have a lot of beautiful, happy times with each other. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, please drop them down below. Just so you guys know though, we are still figuring things out as we're going, one day at a time. This has all been so beautiful, so happy, and so exciting, but it has also been very stressful. So anyway, you guys, that's gonna be it for me. Please drop any questions down below. Las quiero mucho, mucho, mucho. Que Dios me las bendiga. Quiérete mucho, respétate más, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.